Okay, it is time once again, as it often is, for the weekly one-shot, and this time Radu chimes in with Overlord, a game that I have never played before, never even seen it before, and our goal in front of us is within 2.5 hours obtain 5 objects. I don't know what objects is in this case, but whatever it is, gold and grain don't count towards it. So let's get going. We will start the timer as soon as we have control of the Overlord.
It's him. Rub some acid in his eyes. That'll refresh him. Come here. Master, evilness truly suits you. Let us go forth. There are nefarious deeds to be done. I feel the land quaking with fear already.
Alright, that was fast. We already have control. Let's get that timer going. 2.5 hours isn't a ton of time.
And devoted servant of darkness.
So let's get to grips with the game quickly.
The haziness will pass, and you'll... This cavern is the spawning pit, sire, where new minions are born and live. Now you are here, you can call forth minions from this minion gate. Look at those.
Okay, off to a good start.
Ready to loot and pillage at your command.
I do like having underlings work for me, so long as the AI is fine enough.
Follow me.
Come on, let's get moving.
Your minions will follow you wherever you go, Master, unless you give them a task.
How's that for a task?
Ouch!
Come on, let's go.
Being Overlord is more than just throwing a few fireballs and causing chaos. Proper evil takes skill and maybe, well, just a bit of mayhem. I think the Sleeping Beauty's a little rusty. Oh, our jester, sire. I really should have nailed him out for the crows long ago. Teach him to respect his Overlord.
So, it strikes me as a little weird that space is attack.
Good. Now hit him again. Don't hold back.
Yeah, Dark Souls has nothing on this. Well, off he goes.
It's all coming back now. Evil is not something you just forget. Come on, you metal lump! You're giving that shit! Now you've got him!
Okay. I'm not sure what to make of this, but I'm sure the introduction will be over soon. And we can get to being really evil.
Princess, you move like a dead badger! Shame you don't smell as good! He's out of your reach, sire. Use your minions to shut his flapping mouth.
Yes, that's what I'm wanting.
Oi, Tubbs! They should call you the Overlord!
Okay, to be fair, that's a pretty good one. Right, on you go, minions. This is what I want. I want to have the scurrying little buggers doing the fighting for me. I always loved that in games.
Call your minions back, Master. All of them.
It's something I really liked in Resident Evil Outbreak as well. Equipping up my AI so they could actually bring the fight.
To follow a complicated route, then you must sweep them through it.
Jake, you could have chosen to play with a controller, but the heretic you are, you chose the key. Yeah? Normally I go for controller if there's controller options. However...
Overrated, more like.
That's good. However, I saw all the things to remap
Sweep your minions after
and thought, no, maybe this is better for mouse and keyboard.
silly.
Shix is saying, here comes the Pikmin. Well, I never played Pikmin. Hold right and left mouse. Go, minions.
Come on! I don't have all day! Smite me already!
You can do it, guys. Yeah, never played Pikmin. Don't really know what it's about so much, other than the little WarioWare games there were of it.
I think you're ready, Master. Accompany me to the throne room. Evil deeds won't do themselves.
I thought that was the whole point of evil deeds.
Further, if you wish. Your throne room, sire. Alas, one cannot be a bastion of evil these days without wretched heroes lining up to prove themselves. That last lot were particularly bothersome, killing your predecessor like that. Still, you're here now, sire. Evil will always find a way. They also looted and destroyed much of the tower. But it's merely a setback for the forces of darkness, sire. You are our new Overlord. Rebuild your tower, punish those so-called heroes, and re-establish a dark domain. This is the tower portal, sire. Sadly, it's missing its power source, the tower heart.
The
However,
dungeon heart,
there's
you
still
say?
a tiny bit of energy left. It's just enough to transport you to the last known location of the heart. When you're ready, sire, step through the gate. I shall meet you on the other side.
Alright, let's go do it. Hopefully I get to pimp out my Overlord mansion there, which will give me a nice Scarface vibes.
This tranquil wilderness, so rural and idyllic. Hideous, is it not? Try not to inhale it, my lord. You can summon your minions from these gates. They are ancient arcane links between your tower and this land. Currently, you can only summon browns. You must find the other lost minion tribes before you can summon them. Perhaps we may recover some of our looted tower objects in this lush...
Right, no time to waste. Let's get our guys and go slaughtering.
These fluffy creatures barely know they're alive, but you can still harvest life force from them. Remember, life force equals minions. Return to the gate to call more to your side. You must build up your army, sire. Summon more minions at the gate.
Right.
Good, sire. All they do is chew grass until something kills them. Stupid, pointless creatures.
I like the way they're just picking up stuff for me as well. Okay, so we get all this. Surely we can use it to summon more minions and have them do my bidding.
Our way is blocked. Yeah, but we have strength in numbers. Use all your minions on that pillar.
Oh! Halflings took over my farm. Tied me up in the sun to scare the birds. Now, those pumpkins are plotting against poor Bob. They want revenge for all the pies I made. And the soup, and the jelly, and the ice cream. I hear the pumpkins whispering at night. But I won't leave my farm to the Halflings. Oh no, they're worse than the pumpkins. Please help get Bob's farm back. Oh.
Why?
Your creatures ain't related to pumpkins, are they?
Why would I be helping this guy? I'm meant to be evil.
My farm! Oh, well, I'd rather have a wrecked farm than one swung at a halfling. cake-eating types either. Them evil little blighters.
Kill! Kill!
That showed him. Oh, you better get going, sonny. And the path behind my house leads to the village of Spree. Oh, I bet there are more of them fat little demons about. So be careful.
He's talking to me like some little kid straight out of Fable. Look at me.
Maybe grow marrows instead. Yeah, marrows don't talk so much. Yeah, that'd be nice.
I feel there's a slight problem with tone, but let's not let that get in the way of the game.
Minions can access areas that are too small for your evil magnificence. Oh, yeah. Minions will automatically equip any useful items they find. And often, any useless items too.
Right, that explains why they were going around with pumpkin heads.
Custom forged at the tower. We wouldn't dream of giving you any old steal-me-downs. No.
Steal-me-downs. Right, let's go.
See the cloud that rose from those dead halflings? That's evil energy. It gathers in all us evil creatures. You will learn more of it in time, Master. The Tower Heart. The halflings must have used it to grow pumpkins. The little fools. They have no idea of the real power it contains. Clear those pumpkins and let's get it back to the tower.
Manlets, never knowing true power.
Your minions will carry it for you, Master. Being the Overlord means never having to lift anything heavy. Careful! Careful! Ah! Minions have found a shortcut!
This plays a lot like games that I never normally play myself, but so far so not bad. That said, we're on a challenge here. I need to get my everything.
Okay, keep up with the other minions. Giblet, I see you pretending to hold it with one claw. Hold your share, Gubbin, you useless sack of pus. It is back where it belongs. This is the heart of the tower, sire. It will play a vital role in helping re-establish your dark domain. It will allow you to visit the tower whenever you wish and provide access to all of the tower's resources. And look, it seems to have bestowed a little gift upon you, sire. You can now control 10 minions. Ha! And it seems to have retained one of its spells. The Fireball spell. Robust fellow. Might have known he'd make it. I'll teach you how to use him when the need arises. But I urge you, sire, find more of our missing tower objects. A crane would be particularly handy. Then we could clear the debris around here. Open up some rooms. Unfortunately, I am not the evil entity that I once was. I cannot take the feel of lush green grass under my feet and birdsong in my ears. In fact, I think I need to find a dark corner and something to pummel. I shall stay here. The heart will allow me to speak directly to you, sire, and see and hear what you do. Use the gate to return to the Halfling domain.
I'll do exactly that, and I believe his implication there was that, yes, that was one of the 5 objects that we need to get for this. Come on, let's go. Since we can get 10 minions, I can probably clear that thing that was in the way before.
Testing, testing. 1, 2. Is this thing working? It's a bit grubby. Can you hear me, Master? Oh, there you are. And now, sire, the creatures around here are rather frisky, so they will have undoubtedly repopulated the area. Call forth some minions.
Halflings approaching, get ready!
Hang on, those ain't Halflings. Look at the one with the helmet.
Could be 2 halflings holding up some armor. Yeah, I bet that's it. I don't trust those sneaky little what's names.
Maybe you're right. Here, prove you ain't Halflings and free our men from the camps down the road.
If you are, stay right there so I can get my aim straight. Now that Lord Spree's gone, we're the last line of defense.
There, in the field, greedy little halflings. Use your firebolt spell on the wheat and roast them like suckling pigs.
Okay, that's more the kind of evil that I want. Yes. Maybe this game ain't so bad.
More halflings. Toast them!
Wait for it. Ah. See, I was a bit annoyed at having to do these guys bidding for them, but if it also means starving them from lack of grain, then we're on to something. Oh, one of my minions bit the dust. I wonder what I meant to do when that happens.
One last thing, sire. Killing innocents, and I use the term loosely, increases your corruption level. This attracts more evil energy, which increases your powers.
Good.
However, this is rarely suitable for establishing a long-term evil plan. That requires people, living people. Gratitude comes with its own rewards.
So am I meant to be killing this guy or what? Because that's what I'm working on. Or perhaps you are the implied innocent. There we go. There we go. Excellent. Don't know why that guy's so immune, but he is.
This is an arcane blood pit, sire. You can sacrifice minions here to regain your own health. Have no fear. Your minions will gladly die for you. They're very loyal.
And we can get him back, right? Great.
This must be the work camp those peasants spoke of. Be careful, Lord.
No need to be careful, just move on in. Kill them all. It's not like I can't get my own hands dirty.
I hear the bleating of lesser creatures.
I thought I really wouldn't be a fan of the kind of slapstick nature of this. It doesn't feel evil enough. But it comes together pretty well, especially when he's mounting the sheep and bashing its brains in. Come on, get all the goodies.
Look, sire, a wheel. Your minions can turn these and, well, you never know what might happen.
I hope the land gets more corrupted as we carry on. No, we ain't returning. We've got a job to do. I need to get those 5 objects. Oh, okay. Guess we're not killing this guy. Well, not for lack of trying.
Thank you, Lord. You should know that the camp...
I've got such a Fable feel in this, though. Any of the same developers going on? Someone has to pay the taxes, Jake. Can't kill them all. Of course we can. Although when I say Fable, I never did play Fable, but my mother was really into Fable, so I saw a fair bit of it played.
Help us out! There are more prisoners over there, but they've got a big old troll guarding them.
And let's see if we can kill the so-called innocent from earlier, wherever he was.
We'll help you slay the brute.
There you are. Excellent. Sometimes it's good to get your own hands dirty. And that said, my own life bar is not particularly large. I should take at least a little bit of care in that. Age of Wonders developed. Ah, yes. The ones that now make Planetfall for Paradise. I never did play Planetfall. Is it any good? It very much didn't look like my kind of game, so I never gave it a go.
No sense in dying. There are others willing to do it for you. Fear and awe will be valuable commodities, sire.
No, I'm more about thinking of killing these guys. Myself. Excellent. My only regret is that there were some innocents earlier that we did not kill.
For you. Yes, master.
Let's do it.
Get us out of here! Get it!
Nothing to it. Well, that's easy enough. Doesn't.
Our liberator. Hey, we don't need this screen anymore. You take it.
Well, it is ours, ancient creatures. That's mine. Quickly, sire. Have your minions bring it to the waypoint gate.
Doesn't appear to be an overwhelming amount of challenge, at least so far. There were apparently people to save. Oh well, let's get this first. Alright, it's only 25 minutes, so that appears to be 2 of the objects down.
Yay! Thank the gods! Come on! Let's go to spring!
Are you holding back this game? Alright, give me the life force. Those parents weren't unarmed. Look, they had picks. There's a mace. Alright, good job. Let's keep on keeping on. Jake, will you be playing Mountain Blade 2 when it comes out? No, I wasn't a fan of Mountain Blade.
Now we have the crane, we can start to rebuild your tower, sire. That crane is just the job. Your minions are opening up the dungeon. Do go see it. It's so soothing. You can fight almost anything you like down there, providing you've already defeated it once. If you're feeling in the mood to practice your combat skills, sire, then this is the place to do it. The tower can recreate many of the enemies you've conquered, so you can kill them again at your leisure.
Nice addition, but it doesn't sound like something that has objects for me.
Salutations!
Okay. Does that tick and 2 mean that we got 2 objects there? I think it does. Get a mistress for your tower. And visit the village of Spree. But can we kill the mistress? Right, there's some other wee things like this. I don't know what they do, but the game mentioned that there are other kinds of minions for us to get later on. Wonderful. Poor guy doesn't seem to be rebuilding his farm any. There's probably nothing useful in these lands. I'm just backtracking here. But useful is in the hands of the beholder.
You saved us!
Saved you for last. Torch the place, my minions.
It's nice to see folks enjoying themselves for a change. Quite a wild bunch, aren't they? Back home in Ruboria, I'm called Archibald Damius Methuselah Wobbleboard III, but folks around here just call me Archie. We've had some tough times. The Halflings have ransacked most of the farms, and everyone's turned up in spree on my doorstep. They voted me mayor. I got the drinks, yeah, but no food to feed them. Look, I really need some, value to get us back the food the Halflings stole from us. Their village lies to the east. I bet they're keeping it there. Go on. Full tummies for us equals fuller pockets for you, if you get my drift.
I do not get your drift.
That must hurt.
Hey, watch it!
Whoa, 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 where are my minions? There we go. Too busy getting drunk, I'm sure. Suppressed spree. I meant to get a mistress, right? It didn't say she had to be alive. Wonderful. Yeah, these villagers let the halflings be worryingly close to them. Easy. I wonder if I'll get the resurrection spell at some point. It's a shame to see my little minions die before they've served me enough. Is that it? No ring to ransack?
Looks like they're preparing a party down there. We should hurry up, sire. Don't want to miss it.
Quick glance at the timer tells me I shouldn't have to hurry just yet, right? Hey Timmy, how's it going? What's the EU4 team doing in this game? I got no comment on that. Alright, first things first, take care of the ranged units.
Seems that we won't be joining the party just yet. While they're busy, perhaps we should find out where those greedy devils have hidden Spree's food.
brutal losses for us. But not complete losses. I was wondering what I was getting out of those, but lots of money is fair recompense. You can burn down the houses, you say? It's not burning quite as much as I'd like it to. Life is good, says Timmy. I'm loving the quarantine. This must be what every day is like for you anyway, right? Pretty much. Working from home is pretty great. You know, these guys live in better accommodation and better standard of living than the townsfolk here that we're supposedly helping. I mean, we won't be helping them, but let's get some of that grain for ourselves. If we can get in there somehow.
Looks like you'll be able to fit your magnificent and imposing presence in through there, Lord.
Not a big fan of brown nosers, but I like that this guy knows his place. Didn't you burn all the grain? That's probably why they need me to get the food for them. Yeah, I don't need to go back just yet. And we are fully stocked. Fully stocked. Let's crash the party. Must be a difficult thing to balance as an evil overlord, being evil versus running a good economy. I would have some serious problems balancing that. I mean, I'd want to cut off a town's supply of water and food and besiege it long enough for them to have to resort to cannibalism. And then leave a few survivors to tell the tale.
Likely, Master, and make sure those halflings never wake up.
But what about the economic output of the village or town? I've noticed we haven't had to do any of the sweeping thing we talked about before, which is moving them around like that, I think. Just as well, that felt a bit cumbersome.
vermin don't seem to like the halflings. They smell their own.
What vermin? Oh, right. I just thought there were more halflings there. Alright, maybe this is somewhere that I'm expected to sweep them around and break this stuff. Oh. Especially when they bring me these goblets of gold. God, the vermin in Dark Souls gave me enough trouble. I don't want to think about them. That poison was powerful.
The halflings have got holes everywhere. Seal them up and stop those overgrown weevils.
Man, they got plenty of food here. Why did the village not just take this place over? There seems to be plenty of room for everyone. This is pretty great. I was a little worried that the AI would be insufferable, but they stick close and they go where you go where you tell them to go. Kind of a shame this game passed me by. Alright, grain does not count as an object, but I think we gotta take it anyway. Wait, that's not grain at all, that's gold! Excellent. You long play brewing? No. Big difference in a game that you're interested in seeing versus a game that you want to plow all the way through. I think the game I played where grain looks the most appetizing is Patrician 4. I don't know what it is, but the grain in that game just looks so good to me. I think it's because I don't just see grain, I see demand for grain. I see the opportunity to starve a city and then sell them grain at outrageous prices since it's the cheapest thing in the game to produce. Yeah. Man. When can we have some more Patty 4? I already know the sad answer to that, and it's Q3 2020, provided there are no delays. I still need to get in touch with Gaming Mind and say, I know I've said a lot of bad things about Patrician 4, but...
It must have taken them years to grow. Don't you just want to smash it up?
But I really want Port Royale 4. Oh my.
An object. I like objects.
Game's kind of drowning me in objects here, though. Come on, you can do it. It's like a kamikaze guy there. Righto, end the squashes and get out of here with our object. Okay, guess I'll do it myself.
Seems that some careless halfling has broken that wheel. You'll have to find the missing spokes before you can use it. Yes, master.
Are my guys really taking that object back? I did give them quite a long time. They got so far.
You can now control 15 minions. 15! That's double the number of brain cells in the average sheep.
7.5. Jake, you ever played any of the guild games? I played the guild 2 and thought it was terrible. Having to manually throw your guy around to do everything? No thank you. I think I found it insufferable after not even half an hour. Killing people in their sleep is a mercy. I should have gained karma for that. This looks really cozy though. As communal sleeping arrangements go. Look at that. They got double beds kind of baked into the walls there. Probably wouldn't be difficult to put up a wee curtain there and block everything out. Get mobbing. I gotta say, whilst this feels devoid of challenge, it's pretty enjoyable watching your wee guys do all your bidding here. Lovely. Yeah, they did a great job with the destruction in this game. It does feel very satisfying. Oh, nice of you to join us. You're in the easiest level, only one type of minion unlocked, Jake. Of course it's easy. I expect progression. Why, thank you, but there is more to do out there. Kill them all. loosely controlling these buggers. Leave a halfling alive though. It'll only spawn more halflings. The world is not made for short people.
For you.
That felt pretty good.
For you. For you.
This gold's probably going to be a bit heavy to cart around. Okay. Weren't we meant to get 2 of those? Yeah, I came along and I trashed this place, but did I open up anything nearby? No, that was already something I turned around. Okay. This is maxing out my powers of orienteering here. There we go.
Good. Now you'll need 12 minions to turn it.
I'm pointing at this thing, guys. I appreciate the enthusiasm. Starting to feel like we've missed a slight point of coming here. Weren't we meant to get grain for people? Not that I want to give it to them, but it's the whole reason we came, right?
We found the nest, sire. Careful! You should not alarm them all at once.
I disagree.
You'll have your minions upside down in a pot before you know it.
Frontal assault is the only assault that I want to know. Get in there and kill them all. And the wench. We gotta take care of these, or else they're gonna come and constantly spawn on us.
For you.
Ravage them. Sterling work. I wonder how the AI manages to keep coming back to me. Do they cheat and respawn, or do they actually path their way over to me? Also, the camera feels a bit weird now. There we go. That's right, it's Master. Come on. Destroy everything. Time for our own Vermintide. People have told me you enjoy Left 4 Dead, why not Vermintide? I played it. In fact, I think I played every vanilla mission there was when the game came out, but was not impressed. Let's go. Fairly cleaned out, but I think one of the wenches got away. Oh, maybe my minions took care of her. Pretty good though. A lot of games they tend to wimp out on letting you slaughter the females, but it's no holds barred here, as it should be. Even Scarface, I remember, you could run over them, shoot them, command others to shoot them, blow them up, but the women would not die. I imagine that must be pretty demeaning. These guys seem hardy, but not so hardy that they can't be mobbed. Hey, it reminds me of the chef guy from Little Nightmares. Ah, there's the grain.
Use your minions to move it, Master.
And not just that, we got other things to break. Yes, for the Master. I'm at a loss for half the things that they're picking up. Right, that guy there. Ah, he picked up a wee helmet. I'm assuming that keeps him a bit more sturdy.
Oh, you found it. Oh, Spree is saved. Thank you, Lord.
Didn't that kill you?
Just place the food over here, Lord. We should take it up to Spree.
That food would provide you with a substantial amount of life force, sire.
We're starving.
This is not how it goes down. That is my food. I earned it. Time for you to learn the difference between the haves and the have-nots. What are they cooking over there? Just eat that. Looks to be an entire bowl. Alright, grain doesn't count as an object, apparently. Grain and gold, so just something to enjoy. The peasants are not. Good. Let's throw a banquet at the tower.
Salutations!
And these guys really need to get their act together and fix this place up. Alright, what's the latest?
Harasser of humans.
Maybe I need to check the mission log. What's going on? Crash the Halfling's party. Didn't I do that? It seemed pretty done. Maybe there was something I've yet to do there. Yeah, perhaps I missed out on some. Oh god, they've all respawned, haven't they? Well, it's more treasure for me. That is good. Just watching the mob things. That's what it's all about.
That's mine.
What didn't I do here?
Treasure.
Yeah, it looks like I neither got a mistress nor broke up the party enough. I was just through here though. What more do you want from me? Sirik is asking if this is Overlord 1 or 2. It is Overlord 1. And as I said before, I've never played this game before. This is uncharted territory for me. What did it release on? Is it PC only? It feels like a game with a lot of consolitis, so I assume it had a home release. Yeah, well that explains it. I think there's only one game I played in Xbox 360 and that was Dead Rising. Bought Dead Rising before I had access to an Xbox 360. Never owned one, just played somebody else's. Okay, what have I not done here? Did we already do this? Yes we did. Boy, that looks tasty. Okay, back we go. That can't be right. This must be where their party was. Crash the Halfling's party. How have I not done that? What is uncrashed in this party? Alright, we'll give it another sweep around. Been along there, been along here. This kind of goes back to the same place. Got everybody that we need. I don't need magic out of here. Well, I'm out of options. Let's backtrack. Oh, Overlord, how do you like the game so far? Says HG Cycle. I'm really quite enjoying it. It seems incredibly absent of challenge, but having all these little gobos doing my bidding feels pretty good. At least this way there's more of them to slaughter. Go, my meat shields. Oh, now we're talking.
Well, well, well. It appears Melvin, the halfling hero, is all grown up and out. Pity he doesn't have the taste in music he does in food.
Alright, so this is a real party that we gotta take care of. I like that obey sign. Alright, well, first things first, burn it down. I wonder if I'm actually getting anything from smashing all those. I'm getting satisfaction, which I suppose is all that matters.
Looks like Melvin is making a run for it. Well, a waddle for it. Your minions seem bewitched. It does have a haunting beauty to it. Perhaps we should stay a while. Revel in the melody.
I think not.
My feet, master. So often the great die before their time. Oh, his music will live on in our hearts.
Good. And let's be clear, I didn't kill them. I ordered their killings. Well, I didn't kill all of them.
You won't be following that cup of blood. It's that wheel, sire.
Then again, let's get our hands dirty. She gave us a slap. A lot of fixing wheels in this game. Yeah, these objects are starting to get spaced out quite a bit more. But we still have time. time to enjoy the looting. And does anything sound better than the jingling of gold? We'll have to find those. Because that looks like a whole lot of gold. Only the sound of peasants bemoaning having to pay gold sounds better. That's a sound I know quite well. I used to collect the rent in my household. What a feeling. Oh, some casualties. Let's get them back. This looks a tad familiar. Well, it matters not. Clean them out. Somebody earlier asked if one of the minions died to a sheep. Well, at least I didn't there. What I really like is they put quite a bit of work into what the minions do. Even though it's not something you focus on, the minions do have animations for bending down and picking up the items that they find.
For one bloated halfling hero, they could feed 100 minions. The Reds, those halflings must be using them to start the cooking fires. Must use that wheel to control the flames.
Alright, not only do we break some heads, we get to enslave more. Nobody seems to be picking up the chef's knife there. Looks like a good weapon. Maybe it's too unwieldy. Would use up too much fatigue. Oh my. Oh my. That's me as well. Let's stay clear of that. Let's fail to steer clear of that. Uh-oh. Let's go.
Treasure! Treasure!
Melvin ain't so small now.
Well, go my minions, this is what I have you for. Oh, oh dear.
Come here.
Oh. Perhaps I should withdraw the minions when he's doing his area of effect attack.
Wash food. Eat food.
Oocha bugger. Well, I finally got to do a bit of work on my own here. Man, when we get back to the tower, I'm upgrading this axe. Hopefully someone can do that for me.
Burst him like a balloon, master!
With pleasure.
That is concentrated evil, sire. It accumulates in those of an especially evil disposition. Now you've dealt with Melvin, you should endeavor to find our fiery friends.
Disgusting, but we gotta do what we gotta do. Still haven't gotten that mistress though. Where's one meant to do that?
Look after them and they'll look after you. Just like one big evil family. As I explained, Reds are fire immune, but they also have a powerful ranged attack. Summon some Reds, sire. If you've reached them, I think you should have a little practice, sire. Select your Reds. Now sweep your Reds into that fire barrier over there. Browns! Reds! Browns! Reds! Browns!
Excellent.
That's the Red Minion Hive, Master. Summon enough Reds to carry it to the waypoint gate. Reds!
Right, so I need to summon more reds for that. Perhaps I need to get rid of a bunch of my browns for that. But we have all the red orbs we need for it, right?
This is red life force, sire. It will allow you to summon more reds.
I understand.
Reds, brown, reds.
Good enough.
Reds, browns, reds.
So, I have not yet noticed a way to use any of the gold that we've found. Again, 2 browns seeing me through all this.
Ah, the perfect opportunity to test out your reds on those halflings. Recall your reds from the red hive and commence the fry and die, sire.
The fry and die. Alright, make it happen. It's rather delightful.
You choose all.
Yeah. Always liked range units, on my side at least, in games.
You cannot reach them from here. You must reposition your reds for maximum flaming carnage. Reds! Sire, you can hold the position of your minions by placing guard markers for them.
Oh, that's pretty good.
See? Now they are holding off the cooks. You can sweep your browns to that fire wheel. Browns!
There were all 2 of them. Brown, if you could please. I appreciate the service, but I need you to, oh, okay, well, go and burn yourself instead. Oh, that one guy there's a real champ. Timmy says, out of all your recent endeavors, I enjoyed the Zelda Metroid randomizer the most. Yeah, I didn't. I very didn't. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Keep him safe now.
There were flames. There was carnage. Well done, sire. Reds!
How do I get rid of...
Browse. You choose all. Taking position.
How do I bring them all then?
Reds.
No idea.
No hive, no reds, sire. Reds.
Come on, guys. There we go.
No hive, no reds, sire.
We got reds. Oh yeah, what happened to the whole hive business? Don't tell me my minions just left it there. We got places to go. The camera doesn't seem that malleable. I'd like to get a better look at these little minion grubs, but... look-wise, it's kind of comical evil, rather than terrifying evil. Which is fine for what the game's going for. Come on, Reds. One last push, and it's ours. Well, mine. Wonderful. For how old this game is, it looks quite pretty. Well, what I was particularly impressed with was that not only could it natively run in windowed mode, I could adjust the window however I wanted. So it was easy to fit into the weekly one-shot thing here. Okay. That means I have 4 objects. I got that one, I got the crane, I got the heart, I got the thing that expands my... shut it! Got that thing that lets me get more minions. So what do we have to do now? Wenchbane.
Dark Lord, in the hope that you might have pity on us poor wretches, we offer you our finest maiden.
I ain't a maiden. They don't call me A-Stack Harriet for nothing.
She's clearly hysterical, overcome by your magnificent visage, Lord.
We could always use a few servants at the tower. Clean the place up. The spawning pit is getting rather whiffy.
Ah. Bring the haystack harlot back. Okay.
An overlord always needs servants. Now go on, chop chop, there's work to be done. This tower gathers dust like you wouldn't believe. And if any of you ladies feel like feeding me grapes, that'd be just fine. Hail! Lady? Leader of the fire starters. Exploder of Melvin Underbelly.
If
It
not
appears she's
now,
too
look at
powerful.
me for me one more time. I'm going to hit him with a poker. My friends could see me now, working for an overlord. They'd be so jealous.
As jealous as I am trapped here.
Of humans.
There we go. Alright, capture 10 servants. Well, we have the mistress, right? So... No, she's just a servant, right? I need to get a proper mistress. That's what I wanted to see. I've never thought about it before, but...
I'm not going with you, you sheep killer. I'm not going with you, you sheep killer.
Roast her.
Big group. I'm coming back. I'm coming back.
Not the best at following my orders today, are you?
That was fun.
I guess we need some kind of water walking gobos to get that. How in the world are we meant to pick her up? Yeah, I am holding shift to focus on her. But my guys ain't listening. Alright, I'll go back. Maybe it's because we set her on fire. Yeah, I don't know how to spend the gold. I would like to. But I can't see anywhere to do that back home.
I'm not going with you, you sheep killer.
Right, first off, do things our own way, and then... Okay, so don't set fire to the ladies.
For you. For you.
Alright, we're none too popular over here, but... maybe there are some people to take back with us.
I won't be oppressed.
Get those creatures away from me.
So is there something that sets apart the ones that we can take back with us? Okay, looks like they're on the way back with her. Should be fine, right?
You don't want me, you want my sister. She's the pretty one.
You all go down the same.
Please stop hitting us!
No dice.
We bow to your superiority and pointy weaponry, sire.
Careful. This is the only bit of farmland we've managed to save from the halflings.
But the crops won't be ready for months. We'll have starved by then.
Halfling patrols are still out there. We've seen them go into this old workshop. Think they're keeping something in there.
Alright, we're 4 out of 10 for capturing the lassies. Where are the rest? Well. A lot of destruction is nice, but if there's nobody around to feel the pain, what's the point?
Spare me from your Castle Spree is under siege. It's burning. The demons that they came out of the air. The lady, she told us to run, so I ran and I didn't look back, even when the screaming started. I don't know if the others made it. I'm not going back there again.
Okay, if we have actual tasks to do, maybe I shouldn't be rounding up servants right now. I need objects. Then again, I kind of want to set fire to all of their crops. Well, no food for them, I'm afraid.
These roots? Oh, I've never seen anything like it.
Darn elves can't keep their own forest under control.
These roots are strangling our crops.
The forest? It's gone crazy. That ain't natural, I'm telling you.
I've tried cutting them, setting them on fire. Nothing helps.
It's elf magic. I never trusted those pointy-eared layabouts.
Fire magic, you say? They're so hungry and yet they're growing sunflowers. Alright, none of this is telling me what the next object is going to be, unfortunately. I need to get it.
Reds!
That's pretty cool. I wasn't aware they were doing anything, but the fiery ones will also remove fire. Jake, you got a quest to retrieve a tower smelter.
Filled with elven magic, creature and plant existed harmoniously amid leafy canopies and sun-dappled pools. Now it is dank, dark, corrupted. Ooh, I like what they've done with the place.
I have no recollection of such a tower smelter.
What creature has the dreaming brought forth? Alas, Oberon is truly sickening.
Elves, even dead ones, can speak telepathically to all magical beings, sire. Lazy creatures.
It must prove that it is not a manifestation made flesh.
If you are of the earth and not of the mind, seek out the one-horned beasts.
Once they bestowed healing, but now they crave the blood of living creatures. All living creatures.
Blood! Blood!
Release them from their pain and return here. Only then shall you learn more of Evernight's sorrow.
Okay, I worry that this is not the place that we should be. I just need an object. I don't need to go and do the elves' bidding, nor do I particularly want to do the elves' bidding.
Salutations!
Also, where can I spend all this gold?
If you're feeling in the mood to practice your combat
Nope.
skills, sire, then... Salutations! Welcome to the spawning pit, Master. The Tower Heart is not only the main source of your tower's power, but it also contains information on your minions. Touch it and see.
Okay. Is that all we have down here? Such is how it appears.
Salutations! Leader of the Fire Starters!
I can't seem to get on my throne.
Loader of Melvin!
Get out of here.
They wouldn't let us dress like this in Spree.
Suppressor of Spree!
No, it just takes me back down there. Well then, what am I meant to do with all this gold? Heavens knows we have plenty of it.
Salutations!
And I want to hit harder.
Leader of the Fire Starters!
If that now looks at me funny one more time, I'm going to hit him with the poker.
Oh, okay, well, onwards and upwards. What needs to be done? Destruction. Retrieve the first tower smelter. Yeah, smelting sounds good. But where does one do that? Yeah, tick-tock. I've got 45 minutes to find this last object and retrieve it, of course. Man, these guys reproduce way too fast.
Mouth of babies, you hear me? Babies.
Go have a good time, folks.
I've seen some evil on my travels, but you and those fangs, you're something else.
Fangs. Right, what was where?
Halflings couldn't do this much damage. I smell magic in the air. That's never a good smell. Sire, I think you should investigate further.
Well, I gotta pick a path and go for it, so this'll be that. Oh, hang on, if this is for the mistress, then that's no good. She's probably not an object. Then where is that smelter?
For saving us.
Stop that!
If I was going to be counting people as objects, then I would have counted the ones that we got, the 4 servants that we now have. Now, this is where the roots are again. Where is that smelter?
Not going
No, I've not played Oxygen, not included there. Kivakov. This just takes us back here where we started. Dang, I'm just burning time here.
Spree's my home. Please don't take me away.
Taking position. Alright, I kinda gotta pick a path and go for it. I can only see 2. I can only see the destruction and the mysterious lady. I don't see anything about the smelter.
Hey, watch it! We've got rights, you know.
Is there anywhere else that might just have the smelter? This is all just where the halflings are. Alright, what's the story around here? You got a smelter?
You don't want me. I'm feeling very itchy.
For the master!
Well, they say, for itchy tasty. Okay, I am very low on options here, other than going back to the elves, and I don't want to.
Control those things. Be careful with those things.
Hey, that ain't nice.
I think I beelined over here towards the weird root things. Was there anywhere else? Let's see, I opened that up. That was the place I went through to see the elves. Nervous glance over at the timer, telling me that I have fewer than 40 minutes left. Hey, is that my smelter? Oh, that could be very nice if we could just grab ourselves the fiery gobbos. Get out of here, guys. Oh, I need to get rid of some of mine. Alright, away you go. The lot of you. We just have two that are delivering one of the servants, I suppose. As individuals go, we're pretty weak. We really need to rely on our minions.
That ain't nice.
Browns. Reds. Browns.
Come to me.
Ooh, an object. I like objects.
Nice. And that should be game, set, and match. Huh. This could have fit comfortably into a 2 hours of hell. Although, thinking about it, I wish I'd gotten this more or less as soon as I'd gotten to... No, you need the fiery guys to get this. Oh.
Halflings, close the gates.
They're not gonna let me just take it, will they?
Quick, find another route, then decide how to deal with these worthless peons.
That's a little unfortunate. I need some reinforcements. Are they even going to be able to carry that? No. Okay, I need to summon more. Some way, somehow.
These roots? Oh, I've never seen anything like it.
Ah, perfect.
I'm not going with you, you sheep killer.
They're not listening to me when I try to left click and tell them to go somewhere.
I'm not going with you, you sheep killer.
Oh well. Sometimes you just gotta take care of matters yourself. Oh, right, because I haven't selected all of them. Oh dear. Right, but that can be taken care of.
I'm not going with you, you sheep killer.
Come on, we got work to do.
I'm not going with you, you sheep killer.
Uh-oh. A stray stone is gonna bring me down, so clear the way, please. Actually, there might be some goodies up there, like health for me. Ah! Servitude is good. Joanna Dark saying, a true overlord, dodging rocks evilly. Wait, where are they off to? Those stray stones really really hurt. Well, that would be damn near Ao Oni if this was the 2 hours of hell. And there we go.
More forging options are available.
With a staggering 13 seconds left. And half an hour, but don't worry about that.
From the Tower Forge, the smelter is being taken there. Visit the forge, Dark One, and create weapons and armor truly worthy of an overlord.
I want to check that out, though.
If that now looks at me funny one more time, I'm going
Cease
to hit him with
your
a poker.
complaining.
Leader of the fire starters.
Pretty hard to...
On this spree.
Exploder of Melvin Underbelly. Wielder of steel.
What a disappointment. Okay, where's that smelter at?
If you're feeling in the mood to practice your combat skills, sire, then this is the place to do it. The tower can recreate many of the enemies you have conquered, so you can kill them again at your leisure.
No, not here. That was close. If we had gone on to do the elves or the mistress place, we probably would not have gotten that done.
Greetings! Yeah!
The game was more open than I had expected it to be. So about that smelter. Now this is where the whole game started, isn't it? Yeah. They woke me up from my slumber here. Wonder if there's any armor that speeds us up. We really clomp around quite slowly.
Greetings!
That guy looks fairly well armored.
Of the fire starters.
Did you make the armor here?
Ah, the forge, sire. This place has brought forth weapons that could slay troll kings and armor that could stop a dragon's breath.
Needed that in Dark Souls.
Giblet has been promoted to Forge Master. He will show you around. The smelter is heating, sire. Please follow Giblet to the forge chamber. Here you can forge new items and upgrade existing ones. You can create 3 types of items: weapons, helmets, and armor.
Oh, for my
Your
minions.
can be used to imbue items. The more you sacrifice, the more powerful the item. Cost and the maximum number of minions you can sacrifice are determined by item and material type. Don't get too carried away, sire. Remember, minions are your deadliest weapons, so don't leave home without them. You can create 3 types of items: weapons, helmets, and armor. This is where you can select the material type, sire. It's dependent on the types of smelters you have in your forge. This is where you can select the material type, sire. It's dependent on the types of smelters you have in your forge. Your item is ready to be forged.
I can't be the only one thrown off by except being to the left and not to the right. Oh god. That's dark. My poor labor force.
This is your armory, sire, where you can store your armor and weapons.
I certainly could, couldn't I? But I will not. Alright, it's nice to have a successful weekly one-shot after after that Banjo-Tooie run.
Exploder of Melvin Underbelly.
Out of my way. There we go. Okay, managed that. I will be back in not too long, in fact, because we have another stream going on. Shut it. You made me lose my train of thought as well. Yes, there's another stream going on later on. Such is the nature of Sundays. We can have whatever we want on this day. We've actually got a Patreon game coming on in. It is... checking in. Oh, it's Will-o'-the-Wisps. Ori and the Will-o'-the-Wisps, which I have never played before. So that'll be something different. We'll give that a swing for a couple of hours, but that'll be starting in... oh man, these times have the clocks have changed, so it's all throwing me off. 1600 Central European summertime. Alright, that is then, but this is now. Cheers for joining for the weekly one-shot and Overlord, and until our next stream, cheerio.
If that Nile looks at me funny one more time, I'm going to hit him with the poker.
Suppressor of spree.